Like forces attract me to females, I make come in existence. Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like that.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here we go in a rematch of Super Bowl 48. The Seahawks and Broncos are underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He's tackled at the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back. In that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He was brought down by...
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Flush to his right. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. Touchdown. Greg Olsen there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Broncos 0.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. To throw in his lock. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It was Jamal Adams up from his safety spot to make the play behind the line. Now on 2nd and 13. Lock. He'll find Lindsey here. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. Now Lock, he lost the football, it's out. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
That will be up.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Broncos 0.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. The Seahawks have David Moore back deep. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brought down by Alex.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big pickup of 38. Well, for a play that didn't look like much at the snap, that jet sweep turned into a big play in a hurry.
And how about how they ran the play? Because they obviously caught the defense out of position and not expecting that one, and that turned into a nice chunk of yardage. But how about the execution on the handoff? Most of the times we see on the jet sweep.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now Wilson on 3rd down. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Block going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Returning it is Moore. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 40-yard line.
Mike, 45. You got to get the ball, T. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Get ready.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1, a pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll toss it out to Carson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the press. Open is Olsen. He's got it. Touchdown Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
Clock now on first down. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and
on second down, a run with Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there.
Lindsey, the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
No gain on the play.
They'll go again with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Brings up fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Needing the top yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down, Broncos.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now to the air, Locke. This is the tight end fan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
No gain on the play.
Throwing on second down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
On third down, here's Lindsey. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
On the tackle.
Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Throwing now is Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 98 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
6 yards.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Goes nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big...
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 11.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Broncos nothing.
No, I can't go. Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I'm gonna run you over. I'm gonna run you over.
Now it's Carson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
A gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 8.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins. Twins. 47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Ojemudia. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth-quarter lead. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Wilson now off the bootleg. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A quick throw out to Lockett. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On 2nd and 2, Wilson. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Gain of 7. First down, Denver.
Lock now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lock. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. this all the way back out to midfield. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And Olsen over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
So the victory here for Seattle. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play